Hey everyone, if you like our content and want to help us grow our channel, you can support us on Patreon, where you also get exclusive behind the scenes content. Otherwise, follow us on these social media platforms where you can help support us. A little goes a long way. Enjoy the rest of this video. Good evening everyone, and welcome back to another Nonocat video. Tonight we'll be taking a look at another Acetech product, and once again they brought us another innovative tracer unit to the market, and this time it is the world's first commercially available blaster unit for shotguns. The Quark K is specifically designed for the Marui KSG Shotgun, so let's take a look into it.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip the switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters, and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers. You better wake up, go to pace up, or you'll play up.
So let's take a look inside the box. So inside the box we've got the menu, we've got the mounting tool to mount the tracer unit onto the KSG shotgun, we've got a USB-C cable to charge it, and here we have the Quark K. So it does say to charge it before use and once every 2 months. Let's take a look at this unit. So here we have the Quark K, and as you guys might have noticed, it does have a little flashlight in the front. So this flashlight can be activated by button activation or a gyro sensor. So being one of the world's first commercially available blaster units for shotguns, this is quite an exciting unit for us to review. And on top of that, this is actually a Bifrost unit. So first off, let's see how we can mount this on the KSG. So before we begin, the first things first is to make sure that the gun is unloaded and that your bullet shell as well as gas tank is removed from the gun. And let's get into it. So with your KSG shotgun, you might notice there's actually a ring on that barrel. We want to remove that with the provided Acetech tool. So just set those pins in those grooves there and turn clockwise. That would remove the ring from the barrel. There we go. Now, with your Quark K unit, there is a rear section that you can see here, and by turning clockwise as well, you will actually disassemble it. And we want to mount that rear piece onto your KSG shotgun. So as you can see here, that would align with these here. And that just sits on like that. Now with that, we want to put the ring back in there, which locks the adapter into place with the same provided tool. And this time we're going counterclockwise. So once that's locked tight, it's good to go. And with the unit itself, we can just mount that on fairly easy by going counterclockwise. Piece of cake, or should I say piece of quark? Now to turn on the tracer unit, the buttons are actually located on the inside of the unit, as opposed to the buttons on the side. These buttons here are to activate the flashlight and have to be turned on separately for each. Now, let's take a look at how to turn that on. So with the tracer unit, you have to press the button that's on the top to activate it, and you can see it flashing in the mode that it's currently in. Now to cycle through to each mode, it's the button that's lower to it, and you can press that to cycle through the different modes. Now to turn the tracer unit back off, it is to press that same button that you turned it on with, and it will flash a blue light, which turns it off. Now the unit itself does have a power saving feature, which will turn the unit off after 5 minutes, but with motion, shake it awake. So that's a pretty useful power saving feature to have. So despite being the world's first blaster unit, this is actually one of the world's first Bifrost units for shotguns as well. So Acetech went all out with this thing, and there is a Bifrost module in there that supports not only green BBs this time, it actually supports red BBs. And that's pretty impressive by my books. As per usual, it supports the 7 color variants of flames, as well as the 4 modes of RGB colors. Let's take a look and see what it looks like with the white BBs first. So with the 7 color variants for the flame, we do have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, and purple. And with the 4 color modes in RGB mode, we have RGB, which is red, green, and blue. We have rainbow mode. And we have dynamic rainbow. So this changes every 0.5 seconds during shooting. And when a shooting is paused, it will stay on the last change color until the next shot. And last but not least, we have demo mode, which is activated for 5 shots, and dynamic rainbow mode is on for 1 round. And lastly, you can turn off your flames if you just want to run the tracer unit by itself. So now that we've seen what the white BBs look like, let's take a look at what the green tracer BBs look like and what the red ones would look like. And then we're going to mix it both together and see what that looks like as well. So now that we've seen what the tracer BBs look like, let's take a look at the Quark's other feature, the flashlight. So the addition with flashlight is pretty useful in low light games and whatnot, and it comes in quite a small package. And the flashlight can be activated with these 3 buttons here. So let's take a look at it. So with the middle button, which has the power icon, that's to turn it on. You hold it down for 6 seconds and that turns your unit on. Now, by holding it down 6 seconds as well, that turns it off. But let's take a look. So the first mode is Perpetual Mode, which is the one we're in. By pressing that same button, it turns it into a strobe mode. And if you press it again, it basically puts it back on constant. And this particular unit has a gyro sensor, and this can be activated with the first button, which is motion mode. By clicking it once, motion is now activated, and it will turn off once it's turned 70 degrees upwards or 70 degrees downwards. Now by pressing that same button again, it will activate the motion mode with strobe, once again turning it off at 70 degrees downwards or upwards. That's pretty cool. Now with the last mode, it's manual mode, which is this last button here. By pressing it, it will temporarily turn it off and can only be activated by holding down that button, basically controlling it manually. Now to turn it off, we hold down that same power button for 6 seconds, and the unit's off. It's pretty handy.
So strong,
So with the motion mode on the flashlight, it does feel a bit iffy when we're testing it, but let's give it a try on a realistic scenario and see how it performs.
Make all the demons quiet. I think that we've all keeps you up at night. Make all the demons quiet. We're built to thrive, yeah. Finish him.
Fatality.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little skit. Now, in conclusion to this video, the Quark K is an extremely interesting unit, and it did open up a lot of doors with the addition of red BBs on the Bifrost, as well as an integrated flashlight. And it is the world's first shotgun blaster for Airsoft shotguns. So we're very excited to see Acetech make one for the ever-popular M870 platform, as well as the full auto platforms such as the A12 and the SGR12. I can only imagine what it looks like with the Bifrost going at full auto, so that would be really interesting. So once again, well done Acetech. We think this is an absolutely well-designed product, and the gyro sensor, despite being a little bit iffy, did work pretty well when we did tested it. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to find this product, have a look at the Acetech website. Links in our video below, etc, etc. But once again, this is Nonocat that's on the spear, and we'll see you in the next video. So it does say please charge before first use, and so with the Quark, it does quack, quack, quack. So just set those pins in those grooves there. Still, why are you laughing?
Alright. Sorry, it's so stupid. How can we come up with stupid shit like this? A big manual. 3, 2, 1. Why did you laugh? Bro, it's funny, you have no idea. Okay, ready when you are. 3, 2, 1.